Hi guys, what is up? What is up, my people? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Theodosia. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not new here, you already know what the vibe is. So, for my new subscribers, I am a Mauritius content creator. I live in Mauritius. I am Nigerian. I do food content, lifestyle content, any kind of content, really, to be honest. And then, I also focus on things about Mauritius. So let's get into this video. So today, a friend of mine, well, first of all, this video has been sitting in my archives for a very long time. I think for the past 7 months now. And no, this video has been sitting in my archives for the past 5 to 6 months ish, and I have been thinking, what am I going to say? And the reason is because I don't want to put I just want us to gist. Basically, I don't want to put a song over it and you guys just watch me cook. So I wanted to talk about two things, but I was like, let me think about it. But then I feel like sitting on my content is something that I do a lot. So now I'm in the phase of, no more relaxing and then just putting out my content. But what actually inspired me to put out this content this weekend is the cookathon that Hilda did. So, I mean, if she didn't do that, I won't even be putting out this video, to be honest. And this is from someone who also loves cooking, who cooks for people. It was quite inspiring to see her cook for over 100 hours. Legit, I cooked for, I don't even think this was up to 10 hours. And by the end of the day, my body was already telling me, like, I was gone. So a friend of mine, Jerome, was leaving Mauritius, and that's what I wanted to talk about. So he's leaving Mauritius, and he asked me to cook for his get together. So I was cooking for about 30 people. We're making jollof rice. This is just the base. I'm making small chops, fried rice, pepper chicken, and all of that. And it kind of just made me think about how people who do not know each other travel separately. I mean, separately, and then we move to a country and we form like a very close bond. And we are literally our family outside our family. It's really, really surprising. So I've known um, most of my friends for all of the time that I've been here. And would I even say that I even have like a closer bond than I did with my previous friends when I was living in Lagos? And I would say that because most of the things that you take for granted back home, you kind of cherish it. And you guys kind of like have a suffering bond or a trauma bond or something like that. You bond over things that you're used to. You bond over things that you wish you had, and you just make it like a very huge and what's it called? You just make it a habit, to be there for each other, to do things uh, together. And before you know it, within a twinkle of an eye, you are literally each other's, backbones, families. Can't really do anything, outside, each other. And then when this person is now leaving and going to do greater things, or leaving maybe to go back to their home country, or leaving or going to another place, you kind of feel like a part of you is actually living with that person. It's really hard. It's really weird that we meet people and we form those bonds, and those bonds are stronger than bonds that we've even had, sometimes even with family members. So yeah, that is one thing. If you have traveled out and lived outside your home country for a long time, let me know how you formed the bonds you have with your friends, where you met them. So for me, most of them was from school. and from people who went to the same school that I did. And, as life goes on, you guys, progress. You kind of like have the same milestones together, you celebrate each other, and I'm really happy that, I get to celebrate my friends, even if I would no longer be seeing them as much as possible. So, yeah, it was a bittersweet moment because I was cooking for him for his get together leaving party, but then I was also happy that he was, leaving the country. Now, let's get back into cooking. Cooking can be really, really stressful because if you do not have someone who is helping you out or someone who is assisting you, it is really, really tiring. From prepping to the meals to cooking to, standing and watching over it. Like now I'm frying puff puff. I literally have to stand and wait for it. I can't really sit down, and then the part that I actually hate is washing up after cooking. Let me know the process you guys hate when you cook. Mine is, cleaning up and washing because I won't say I'm a scattered cooker. Like I can cook and everywhere is in a mess and I'll just take my time to clean up. I really have actually started forming the habit of cleaning and cooking at the same time. But it's always more appreciated if you have someone who is helping you out in the kitchen, someone who you can gist with, someone who you can help you turn puff puff like I had here. My friend Precious was around, so it wasn't that bad, but I really, really hate cleaning, especially when I have cooked for a lot of people. And then another thing about cooking for me is because it gets really tiring and I try to do too much because I cook for people. If you guys do not know, please check out my page on Instagram. It is at Naya's Kitchen. Also on TikTok as well, it is Naya's Kitchen on TikTok and as well on Facebook. I haven't been as consistent as I wish to be, but I'm promising myself now that I've taken a long break and I feel like it's time to get back, improve on myself, my craft, what I actually like to do. So it's not more on the people that I'm actually cooking for, it's on myself and my craft, if that makes more sense. So let me know if you've been in Mauritius. Let me know the Nigerian food you've had, if you've had any, and if you actually cook, like if you cook, I don't mean boil water or make noodles. If you cook, let me know the process you do not like in the cooking process. And then what is your favorite or easiest meal to make? I don't even think I have an easy meal to or favorite meal to make because I'm a foodie, so yeah. Anyway, so I think this is the end or almost the end of this voiceover thing. So this is me. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to put out a lot of my old content. I know you guys would enjoy it. Please engage. I'm trying to get up to 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. I have been on YouTube for a long time and it's always good to see growth one way or the other. It's always good to support, especially when someone is trying really, really hard. So guys, make sure you share this video to someone. Make sure you like, comment, and make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share to someone else who would like, and then make sure you have them subscribe as well. Now this is what I ended up cooking at the end of the day. I have to wrap them up. I just place them on my table so everything will cool off. And this is rice. We have puff puff. I actually made a lot of puff puff. And this is the fried rice. pepper chicken, small chops, and all of that. So now I have actually stopped doing small meals. I do meals in bulk because I feel like it's easier to make for me than, smaller meals. I don't know. I know there are some people who like making smaller meals. It's easier for them, and there are some people who like making larger meals. Let me know which one you are. Are you the kind of person that can only cook 2 noodles and you cannot cook 2.5 noodles? Or are you the person that cannot cook more than 2 cups of rice because you would spoil it? Now, this is at the end of the day. We got there really late because it was quite far, and it's me dishing food for everyone. Yeah, and the reviews were really nice. Everybody really enjoyed it. The food finished, the small chops finished, and yeah, I was really happy on the reviews. I think this is actually what I live for when I cook, the good reviews, people who really enjoyed the meal, and the experience that comes with it. So yeah, make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe, guys. As always, my name is Theodosia, and I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Hold it against me one day. Maybe later on, to do like a renewal of that. Yeah, exactly. We can do something like something like that. It's just best finish renovating the house. For your we already own a house together, so at this point we might as well just. What if your name comes like, oh my God, how would you reply to that? Good for you. Because I'm about to make more money than you do. My favor. That's a plus to me. Yeah. You always think prenup is for you. Prenup might be for me. Let's protect my money. But every financial advisor will always advise. Yeah, I am putting this. I advise my clients to get prenups. You got another lens cover. Yeah. Ouch. I have advice. It's not a hole. That's prenuptial. It's just wherever I saw the instant no on your face. That query. Like you had an instant no. No. Your face is like don't even. I read faces for a living. And that was not the face. The face is. No, the face is like, oh man. I wasn't dating a lawyer. I was just thinking about the same conversation that I have. No. So your lawyer told you the same thing? No, I'm thinking. But I was looking. You're dating a lawyer. I was looking. But she doesn't want to. She's a barrister? Or she's an attorney? She's a lawyer? She's a barrister or an attorney? She's an attorney. But in compliance. What?